It's getting out there and catching on like wildfire. Blueface has finally been released from prison as he promised. No unexpected obstacles or delays. When he left as a free man, the streets suddenly erupted in dispute and celebration. Individual, however, is not celebrating his return while the rest of the globe adjusts to the news. Rock Chrisean. He has been charged with robbery again. This video shows him during his November appearance on an attempted charge. Jonathan Porter is the genuine name of the 26-year-old. Porter was arrested today as he entered the courtroom for the charge's preliminary hearing. According to his lawyers, 8 News Now is the only according to the information they have on this new case. A woman at the Palms casino is allegedly having her cell phone taken. According to people familiar with the matter, BLASTED Chrisean has been SCTING frantically to mend her relationship with her baby daddy. She's been crying on video, leaving heartfelt voice notes, and even unexpectedly attending court sessions with their son. However, it has been reported that Blueface is abandoning her rather than embracing her return. And not just because of the typical drama surrounding baby mamas. It's far deeper than that this time. Because Sheen was out here creating headlines for the worst reasons while Blue was in jail. The most shocking revelation of all concerns 2 names that are always in problems. Young Miami and Diddy. Let's go back.
House arrest. That's all we want is for him to be at home and help with these kids. You see what I'm saying? Because she took that baby in there so that judge would have leniency on his time. Now you gotta follow what the judge did today, okay? The judge didn't want to see his mammy. The judge wanted to see him standing with somebody holding a brand new baby. Now, come on now, somebody in here better say amen. You got a brand new baby out here, okay? I need to hurry up and speed this up so you can help make this formula and these diapers and make sure this little boy got his daddy when he come home. See, that's how you get leniency on a judge. Because if you ain't got no bitter baby mama and she show up with the baby bundled up in the cold during the COVID and come up in this courthouse, I don't even think...
Due to a lengthy series of bad choices and legal issues that began in 2021, Blueface ended up behind bars. It began when he was placed on probation for allegedly assaulting a security guard at a lounge in Hollywood. No jail time just yet.
What happened, Christine?
I don't know. They saying I got a whole nother case caught up in downtown. I don't even be downtown. It's cool. I got my people looking into it. I don't know.
However, that probation had strict rules and Blue was already treading carefully. He was involved in a shooting outside a strip club in Vegas in 2022. Charges: attempted homicide. However, he avoided a serious blow by agreeing to a plea bargain for a reduced charge and increased probation after extensive legal wrangling. However, in 2024, everything fell apart once more. Blueface was discovered breaking his probation once more, this time for being in Vegas when he should have been hiding out in Los Angeles. It's the final nail. Stealing a fan's phone at the Palms casino is a new robbery accusation, purportedly attempting to obliterate proof that he was in an inappropriate location.
So let me tell you why I went in my zone. Okay, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. Y'all seen I was with this nigga named Glock. Okay, long story short, I'm back outside. I didn't want to be though. I really liked Titan. I loved what we had going on.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's gonna go up.
But it came with something. It came with all these, like, drama. Like, for example, I get 3 text messages, right? boom, boom, boom. I confront him about the messages like, hey, what's up with this? What you want? He just saying real. Basically, he was with this female. She holding him down. She making sure he's straight. She there. She's his #1 supporter. And he just dropped it like a hot potato when he saw me.
Missed curfews, court infractions, and fresh charges were all part of the snowball effect. The court had had enough. He was given a 4-year sentence, but because of his exemplary behavior, he only spent a few months there. The tea really starts to boil here, though. Sheen is accused of being directly responsible for Blueface's incarceration. Yes, she was there. Reason he ended up breaking his probation in the first place. According to his manager, Whack 100, I told him to stay out of Vegas, Whack stated in a candid interview. There was a case pending for the man. He was more aware. However, Chrisean nailed Blue with the iconic, "Is Whack your daddy?" statement after telling him she wanted to visit Vegas. And like a naive romantic, Blue put Chrisean's needs ahead of his own autonomy. Carissa, Blueface's mother, acknowledged the problem and claimed that Jaden had only been charged once. The one that violated the other was given to him by Rock. Daddy,
I'm coming back on me and the baby. I'm just waiting on your call. I love you. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. And I'm gonna make up.
Though she pointed the finger at both baby moms, she made it apparent that Rock was the last straw. But hold on, things get stranger. Christian attempted a last-minute public relations ploy by bringing their infant son, Junior, to court wrapped up like a Christmas gift in an attempt to win over the judge. She and Carissa thought that by showing the judge a newborn, Blue would receive a reduced punishment.
Good evening, y'all. I'm so sorry this is happening. But we've tried contacting the individual for the past 60 days, no response, no feedback regarding your personal belongings. So we had no choice but to respectfully pack it up and move it to a storage facility. We will be mailing you the storage facility information to your last known address. So with that being said, you have no reason to enter the property that you no longer reside at. Please respect the property. I'm so sorry, y'all. Until next time.
And it didn't work out. Christian ended up being arrested in the courtroom herself, which did not help Blueface either. Estes had several outstanding warrants from Oklahoma, Arizona, Baltimore, and even Louisiana, it turned out. In an attempt to play ride or die, she entered the courtroom and left with a baby in her arms while the cameras were rolling. She had no idea why she was being taken into custody. And it gets worse. Whack 100 claims that she continued to appear in court via Instagram Live, streaming as she stood in front of a judge as if she were filming a Baddies episode. "Why are you going live and appearing in court?" Whack questioned her. "You will be imprisoned." And that's precisely what took place. At the same time, Blueface's first baby mama, Jaden, was also attending court. She was silent though, which was different. She didn't go live, about it she didn't post. She arrived with her infant, maintained her modesty, and provided adult support to her children's father.
I didn't stand it in me.
However, was too preoccupied with demonstrating that she wasn't the villain. Additionally, Christian was outside sang with not one, but two new men while Blueface languished behind bars. She struck up a conversation with Glock, a rapper. After that, she went on to tighten another man. She liked dubious tweets, submitted movies while in bed, and sent mysterious notes before deciding she wanted Blueface back. She issued, "And Daddy, I'm coming back home with me and the baby." The voice note said with emotion, "You are missed. I cherish you. I apologize for all of this, I will make amends for everything. However, Blueface is finished. He has moved on and is cold and unconcerned. In fact, Chrisean had his own father take everything she owned out of the house and put it in storage while he was busy playing the victim.
We went to the little private area behind the, cause he had a house behind his house. Like he had a house, his backyard with a fat bed, and then it had like a miniature little whatever. And then me and Lemmy go upstairs. They tell him that he can't bring his security. He went in like a little bitch with no security, so it's just me and Lemmy. We go up in there. Hold on. We go up in there. We go upstairs. He's like, "What's up, Diddy? You met Chrisean. You gave her kisses on the cheek."
He sent a formal message to her saying, "You've been unreachable for over 60 days. We packed your things and moved them to storage. You no longer live here. You have no reason to enter this property again. Please respect that." And now we're diving into the Diddy and Young Miami drama. Multiple sources say that while Blue was locked up, crime was freaking off with none other than Diddy. Yeah, that Diddy. Apparently, Diddy and Young Miami had been watching Chrisean on her reality show Chrisean Love and were fascinated by her. Allegedly, Diddy told Miami he wanted her. And Miami, who was in an open relationship with Diddy at the time, helped set it up. Chrisean got invited to Diddy's private parties. She was seen hanging with Miami at public events, and fans noticed. Something was up when she performed a diss track aimed at Blueface at Young Miami's birthday party right in front of their inner circle. But it doesn't stop there. Chrissy herself spilled tea about going to one of Diddy's mansion parties and trying to recruit, P-E-R-S-A-N.
That's what Diddy and what's the girl Chrisean was trying to recruit Rock. Remember that when they was heavily trying to get Rock to hang out with them? I think they was trying to recruit her. She got a lot going on. We're gonna talk about it on this podcast, and we're gonna get to the nitty gritty of all the gritty of the nitty, because it's necessary. I think them was trying to recruit her. Because remember they just had her pulling up to everything. Thought she about her. Yeah, remember? See what I'm saying? We don't. This podcast gonna be, because y'all know the mama know everything and everybody business. So we gonna find out on this podcast. We ain't gonna talk no shit about nobody. We ain't gonna mock nobody, but we definitely gonna explore the possibilities that was going on. Because they kept calling her. Remember, pull up to the birthday party. Come over here.
She was led into a secret back house and informed that security was not permitted to accompany her. She said that Diddy dragged her reality show's executive producer, Lemuel Plummer, into the room and allegedly threatened to withhold the money she owed him. By grabbing Lemuel by the collar, she recalled, Diddy added, "You're going to pay her." Chrisean was standing close by, watching it all unfold like a movie. After that, what did Chrisean do? She lingered. She continued attending the parties. She continued to post from Miami and Diddy's private VIP rooms. According to insiders, she was being groomed into the circle but was eventually dropped because Diddy was afraid she might reveal something and her mouth was too large. Blueface, who was just released from prison, is now enraged. According to reports, he's prepared to come out in public and reveal all that actually transpired between Chrisean and Diddy. Why? Since he feels deceived. She did so not only by moving on while he was incarcerated, but also by her actions. Let's be honest. This goes beyond simple infidelity. It's more profound. This is Hollywood-level power, treachery, and scandal. Additionally, Blueface is allegedly preparing a bombshell of his own to eventually expose her, while Chrisean is out there attempting to brush things under the rug and revive her love story. Fans are currently arguing over whether Diddy utilized Christensen in Miami. Was she merely enmeshed in something that was beyond her control, or was she attempting to use them as leverage? The internet is divided. They clearly creeped her out, according to one individual, but they didn't hire her because she talked too much. Diddy wanted her, another person added. Miami arranged everything, and when they saw she would ultimately go, they dropped her. Live it up. Finally, they exploited a girl who was intoxicated and weak, but she allowed it. And you won't take her back, Blueface. One thing is certain as we await Blueface's impending reveal. This isn't your typical breakup. A broken family caught in the middle of a full-blown scandal that includes jail time, parties in Hollywood, and secret affairs. We must now ask you, what do you think? For a few nights in the spotlight, did Chrisean deceive her family? Is Blueface right to have thrown her out and severed his relationship with her? Furthermore, what part did Miami and Diddy actually play in this whole mess? Tell us in the comments section below. This story is only getting started, so don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and watch our next video.